upon your bumbo. Wagwan people.
It's popping,
We're on
everybody.
episode 50,
Mhm.
56,
56.
right?
Yes, sir.
56.
Yes, Zersky.
Shout out to everybody that's already watching.
Facts.
Yeah, so I guess we got a lot, a good amount of stuff to talk about.
It's a good
Today.
amount, definitely.
Yeah, you don't. We can't. I don't know if Clay can hear you, but I can't hear you that one.
You can't hear me?
I can hear. I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
All right. I just got to probably speak a little louder.
And then is Clay gone?
No, I'm a there.
You don't hear him?
I don't see him.
Oh, but I'm here though.
Yeah,
I'm still
I see him.
viewable.
He's good.
I'm still
Okay.
viewable.
All right.
Yeah.
See, now I see him. It's like his shit keeps like popping in and out. All right, so let's start. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is, and I guess Don, you probably know a little bit more info about this, but like, there's been like I guess you could say like an influx of new reality content or new reality family shows on YouTube, or like
Yeah. So it's a lot of song. I know a lot of people back in the day, around our age, used to watch things like Bad Girls Clubs and things like that. So now it's a lot of similar shows going on. I guess you can call them more content houses. You know what I mean?
call them what?
Content houses where just
Oh,
a bunch of, I don't know, influencers or, females or whatever,
Right.
males too. They doing a whole bunch of different reality shows, kind of similar on the like Bad Girls Club vibe. And I feel like that's really booming right now. So that's a new wave of, I guess, entertainment going on, and it's like just like how we spoke about it last week or whichever week we went about the For Us By Us network. A lot of people are making their own like individual networks. Like this one is Now That's TV, and they're airing a lot of
Is
these
that
shows.
like on YouTube only?
Huh? No, it's not even on YouTube.
Like
It's
on
on.
YouTube, right? Or
You
it's like
can
its own thing.
you can go on like Roku or Apple
Okay.
Apple Store, and you can get the app. And then I think there's like a monthly fee you pay, kind of like how Netflix do it and all the big streaming apps. There's a monthly
Yeah.
fee you
Yo,
pay.
you know what's so crazy though?
Uh-huh.
I don't want to take it away from nobody because that's like I kind of seen this coming, but the
Mhm.
first set of like YouTubers I think I seen do something like this, but they're not just like making videos in a house, like they're actually like going out. So it's like almost like a real reality TV show type shit.
Yeah.
Was them funny dudes from Jamaica like Dino and Valdemar and all of them like they're doing like cooking competitions against each other and shit and like
Yeah.
just the simplest things, but it'd be mad funny. So I kind of seen this kind of head in that direction because I've always heard of people in like Houston or Florida, bunch of YouTube creators. They like go in together on like a house, but they're usually making their own content. So that's dope to see like people really taking it as far as like a brand perspective and
Yeah.
like platform perspective and using YouTube as like the umbrella. That's dope.
And my
That's
main
dope.
thing with it, what is dope to me is like you can go on your app store right now. You can download their streaming app. So it's like people like it's giving the keys in people's hands. You know what I mean? To make their own streaming app, put these shows on
And
there, make they bread.
And I
Like
ain't gonna lie, another star. I gotta give it to him. First person I've seen do that to get their own streaming app, and it's actually even on like Roku TV and shit. That nigga
Word.
Trabus TV. Yeah, bro. You can download his app to watch all his videos and shit on your Roku.
That's lit, bro.
Like so yeah, bro. I hate to give Jamaicans all the props, but I've seen Jamaicans do it first, in my opinion. But nah, that's fire though. Like to see more people doing it, that's dope.
And yeah, man. So
Facts.
I'm liking it, and although I can't really catch every single one of these shows that goes on, a lot of these Baddies Collection, and there's a new one called Coming Up LA. Like those are dope.
Mhm.
So you know what I'm saying. Also, we're gonna have a few of the contestants, or I guess you can say like some of the entertainers that's on the show, probably pop up and do some interviews. So that'll be dope to talk to them just about this whole situation. So I'm liking it.
Right. No, that's dope.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I've definitely noticed that there's been a lot of new skits and stuff like that, and new like programs and stuff. Like you're saying though, it's really cool that there's like, now we kind of all have the opportunity to start our own, like, our own little channel, our own little
Exactly.
like content platform. So, definitely gonna look more into that. And like EJ said, we're gonna definitely try to have a lot of people that are major participants and all of that as guests on the show, so that we can kind of see what goes into it. But yeah, so for now we're gonna keep it moving though. Next we're gonna talk about real quick Dwayne Haskins, who we talked about him last time, I think, on episode 55. He was crossing. What? I'm sorry. What team does he play for again?
He played
He was
for the
on the
Steelers.
Steelers. Yeah, he's on the Steelers.
But this happened in Florida, right? No.
Yeah.
So what was he doing in Florida?
That's a
He
good question.
training camp.
Okay,
he was doing training camp. Yeah.
Okay. Is that normal? That's where the NFL training camp like is, or
Just one location. Usually,
them, okay.
players don't always like train in their, home state. Because, like, for example, even though I play in Pittsburgh, if my best friend plays for the Dolphins, you know what I'm saying, and I know the weather's better in Miami, I'm gonna go to Miami and train with my homies. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's like, because it's not like preseason training. It's like off-season training, so they could train wherever they want to train. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. So so what they're saying is, I think you got a picture of Mike Tyson up there right now.
Yeah, you do.
Show Mike.
There you go.
What they were saying.
Oh, he must be in the lineup. My bad.
Yeah, you good.
No, we won't get to Mike later. But what I guess what his girlfriend is saying is that he somehow ran out of gas on the highway, so he had to remove himself from his vehicle to try to cross the road to get to the gas station and get gas, and that's when he was struck by a dump truck. So that's the whole thing to itself, which we kind of discussed already. So I'm not going to get too much into it. But what I did kind of want to ask y'all how y'all felt about it was, so I was reading that he obviously has a funeral coming up. His parents put out a statement saying that they won't be going to the funeral because, mind you, this is their own son's funeral. They won't be going to the funeral because they haven't met his girlfriend before, and they don't want the funeral to be the first place that they meet the girlfriend.
It's kind of awkward.
Which I guess the history with that is him and the girlfriend have not always had a good history, because I think I saw something about like she got arrested for assaulting him or something like that. Like, I guess the girlfriend's just not. But I mean, in my opinion, I feel like it's still your son's funeral. You don't even really got to talk to this girl necessarily if you don't want to. So how do y'all feel? Like, Clay, what do you think? Do you think that's a valid excuse, or do you think that that's kind of like crazy?
I get it, but at the same time, I kind of feel like beneath all of that, that's like a cop-out plea for them to not have to meet this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of seems like, and this is my opinion, it feels like they probably had an issue with her from jump, or previously, prior, previous to Dwayne's death, and they probably is just like, it's so strong, or they're so arrogant to that feeling. They're like, yo, we're not even gonna go to our own son's funeral because we don't even want to see this bitch. They probably even believe that she might have had something to do with it. Not that I'm accusing her of anything, but you know what I'm saying? They could have been in the middle of arguing while he was just getting out of training camp, or training with his boy, and he's probably rushing to do shit and tried to cross the road, not paying attention because he's worried about arguing with this bitch, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what happened, but same time, like, that's your son's funeral. Like, you should put that before anything else. Like, your worst enemy could be going to the funeral. Like, you should still go. You know what I'm saying? But I get it though. It could be deeper than rap.
Right, exactly. Right. So Don, you're a father, obviously, right? You have sons. Do you see yourself? Do you, from a parent point of view, see this as making sense? Like,
not at all. Not at all. I mean, no, I'm, I'm saying, God forbid any of this happen, but like, if that was the case and there's a funeral involved, like, there's nothing that's gonna stop me from going to that funeral. So that don't make no sense at all to me. Like, that sounds like crazy talk to me. So I don't know. There's something. I feel like it's something deeper than what they're trying to say. Is deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably like maybe think was holding him from them, like, you know what I mean, or taking him away from them type stuff, and they they just wanted to like spite her, or I don't know, man. But that sounds crazy to me.
It is crazy.
Yeah,
Man.
like Clay was saying, I feel like maybe there's like in their mind she may have a little bit more to do with, because I mean obviously she couldn't have set up him getting hit right at that moment by a dump truck.
Yeah.
But like Clay was kind of saying, you never know how much her involvement could have been with him wanting to get out that car at the exact moment. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, granted, like she said, he ran out of gas. But it's like, you never know. It might have been an argument or something like Clay said, where it's like he was like, yo, fuck this, I'm getting out the car right now. And he wasn't really thinking, and he just got out and wasn't looking. And then, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
And if that's the case, and I feel like if that's what the parents are thinking, maybe that's what's holding, the resentment, and that's what's holding them back from wanting to go and see her. But I don't know, man. I feel like even if that's the case, like, it's still your son. You still kind of owe it to him.
Yeah.
Fact.
The unfortunate incident should make you want to make peace, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But, people's hearts got to be in the right place to even think about making those decisions.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely something that we're gonna keep up with and see how it goes. But yeah, like, it looks like his parents won't be attending that funeral. But I'm interested to see like how that plays out. Otherwise, but yeah, moving on. We're gonna keep moving. We're not gonna dwell too much. Let's talk about some of these albums, these anticipated albums that we got coming out. One is already dropped. We got Pusha T's album that came out like 2 days ago. Yeah, right. Yeah, like on Friday. I got a chance to listen to it. As you know, it seems like most of the reaction from it has been positive from what I've seen. Like other than the real like Drake, fans. I haven't
push
seen like straight up saying it was, and it's not like it's really good. To me, like I think this is like what his third or fourth solo album, or maybe
I think this is his best solo album.
Yeah, I think this is literally his best solo album. Yeah, for sure.
Dang,
for sure.
I didn't even check. Wait, we talking about whose solo album now?
Pusha T's.
Okay. My bad. I got you. Because I'm like, I thought for some reason I thought you said Future.
Oh nah, I wish I heard the Future album.
Okay, got you. Pusha T's album. I gotta check that one out.
Future's not come yet. So we got Pusha T's is already out, and then we got both Kendrick Lamar and Future who say they're dropping albums.
Future, is Kendrick dropping on the 29th too?
Who?
Is Kendrick dropping on the 29th too or no?
No, that must just be Future then. So Future said the 29th?
Yeah, Future's the 29th, yeah.
Okay, so Future's the 29th. I forgot what date Kendrick Lamar said his was. Let me see.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you good. In the meantime, though, y'all can check out Hati. Hati came out on 420.
Word.
Sure
by
did.
yours truly.
Oh, May 13th.
May 13th? Okay.
Oh, May 13th. Okay, that's right. I did hear a May date.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
May 13th is so starting with Dawn, like what are your first off, let's talk about the Kendrick album.
Mm-hmm.
For you, is it too late for a Kendrick album? Too late, or you think it's just in time?
It's kind of late. I ain't gonna cap. It is kind of late.
Yeah.
But it depends how he come, bro. Like he gonna have to come with some super fire. Like this man cannot.
You think so? You don't think this will be as easily accepted?
Nah. As who?
No.
That's who.
What about you, Clay? What you think? You think this is gonna be a knockout, or you think no one's really gonna be checking? Well, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's gonna go listen to it. It's gonna get streams.
People gonna listen to it. People gonna listen to it, but you got to think about the new generation right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they the ones who blow stuff up. So he probably gonna get some spins.
But you gotta look too though. Like Kendrick is in niggas' ears, even though he not rapping, because there's a man named Baby Keem that's getting a lot of spins right now.
I was gonna say Baby Keem, right?
You know what I'm saying? And he's on a few of them popular Baby Keem tracks, even though Baby Keem got his own like handful of tracks that go hard by himself.
The most popular, actually.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he got a few Johns that go hard, a couple off his last album that got Kendrick on there where, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, especially that Family Ties. Like, I don't know, like Kendrick seemed like he might bring that energy, but same time though, like I know it's potential, like we can get something between that and like To Pimp a Butterfly Kendrick, which Nothing against that album, but I'm hoping we don't get nothing like that. We definitely gonna need some hard shit for niggas to remember. Like, okay, Kendrick is top 2,
Yeah,
and
he gonna have
maybe
to come
not 2
crazy with it.
in some people's opinion. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah,
What do you think is his best album?
to me, I think Good Kid, Mad City is his best album. But then if you want to talk like overall like catalog, what's my favorite compilation of his? I would say Section 80.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That raw, but still get you going, energized, motivated Kendrick. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Because what is it? It's Good Kid, Mad City. Then what's the second one? To Pimp a Butterfly, or is it the other one?
Yeah, I think
Nah,
it's to.
yeah, I think it was To Pimp a Butterfly, and
Yeah,
then
then
that.
Damn is the third one, right?
Yeah, then Damn, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I definitely feel like I liked Damn more than I liked To Pimp a Butterfly.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But yeah, I feel like like even Good Kid, Mad City, I listened to it the other day, and it still holds up. I don't think listening to it in 2022, and maybe this is because of everything that we heard from Kendrick after.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's not as like ground shattering amazing as it as it was like hyped to be at the time, or as I thought it was too at the time. But it's good. Like, it's still obviously a really good album and it holds up. But I just don't think it's like in 2022 terms, it's not that amazing. But I don't know. Kendrick to me is one of the people where it's like I feel like he's not gonna do bad. You know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna
right.
Yeah, no, it's not good. Right. It's not gonna be bad. But
right.
I don't know, we'll be talking whether it's gonna be like, you know how like, oh, this record got to sell 200, 300,000 in the first week type deal. Like, I don't think it's gonna be record shattering numbers, but you never know. You know what I mean? He may have the backing to get it like to where he it should be.
Yeah, and I mean, he definitely, given the gap from the last time, like, he dropped that project, I feel like he definitely has a lot to talk about, or he should.
Oh, facts.
Hopefully it's not
huge ass gap, so he definitely should have a lot to talk about.
Right. But then I ain't gonna lie, this Future album's kind of like, I get the same feel though. I feel like it could be hit or miss in a sense, because like even though Future still got his vibes, as far as like a good overall Future album, we ain't get one in a little bit.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, I feel like definitely he hasn't been delivering the same way that he was, and but this album too, from what I've heard, like I heard a little preview, it seemed like he's trying to get back to like the Monster and the
he's going back to those days.
Nice era.
I think you know something about Future, man. Every time he kind of go missing, or he feel like the streets ain't watching him, he always kind of like cops to going back, like saying, I don't know if he said that he's going back to that, or if that's what you heard, but every time it's like that, he's like, oh yeah, his Future's going back to the streets or whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like that happens all the time. I don't know about Future, man. Like,
oh no, you're completely right. Like,
yeah.
I talk about it all the time with like trap rappers, like not even just Future. I feel like they do this thing where they're always like, oh yeah, this next album's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm going back to the streets with this one.
Yeah, it's like it's like, nigga, this could have been
right.
It's the same thing as all the albums that you make. But
one thing with Future, I feel like if he on this album, if he really locks in on being toxic,
right,
it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna sell dumb records.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I just hope it's not a high off life album.
What you mean?
You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? Like
his album, his album High Off Life, like, wasn't a bad album, but it was like an album that had songs on there you expected to hear. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like what the same thing I say about Drake's Certified Lover Boy. It's like it was a good album, but it's songs that you expect to hear from Drake. Like, niggas want to hear some next level, some we in 2022 and this is 2022 Future and this is 2022. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to hear, oh damn, you just gave us some throwaways from 2020 during the quarantine. Like, I don't want to hear that.
Right, yeah. I don't know. It's definitely looking. And Young Thug too. That's the other person I forgot. He announced that he dropped an album too and put out what was
like drop it already.
It's looking like probably going to be season 4. Or
he would do that though. I noticed, like, him and Future, even though they coexist, Like they always are like ego battling for like, you know, who's the top selling artist out of Atlanta. So
Right.
that's not surprising. I guess Young Thug's really gonna test us and see who, you know what I'm saying, who gonna sell more. That's gonna be good to see.
I respect it.
Facts. Yeah, so definitely gonna be interesting to see where these artists go with their next projects. Obviously, in my opinion, I think the most anticipated is probably Kendrick, just based off the fact that he's the one that we haven't heard from in like fuck,
Yeah.
Time lapse.
almost 4 years. Yeah, like this
Word.
crazy time period. So
Word.
so yeah, definitely gonna be looking to hear about those and talking about them on the show coming up.
Facts.
All right, so let's start talking about more like the entertainment, non-music stuff, I guess. One of the things I wanted to talk about, I guess it's kind of like a touchy subject, depending on how you view this kind of stuff.
Very touchy.
Touchy.
Right. So, basketball player Dwayne Wade has what do he have, like about 3 kids, right? Yeah, he has 3 kids.
Yeah.
You know, one is actually with Gabrielle Union. That's the baby, and then he has has 2 older sons from his previous marriage. One of his sons, I guess, is not really a son anymore, like, or hasn't been for a while. I don't remember. I think it's what's her name? Is that Zaya or is it, I don't know.
Zaya Wade.
Zaya Wade, yeah, Zaya Wade. Okay, so Zaya Wade posted some pictures over the Easter break with her and her family and her. Now, here's the interesting thing about this shit to me, right? This is where a large part of the confusion comes from. Zaya Wade is clearly was a born male who's now identifying as a female and living as a female. But it seems he's or she's interested in dating males or wait. Okay, yes.
Female.
Interested in dating
females that turn male.
Turn men.
Yeah.
So doesn't this make you heterosexual? Doesn't this make you straight? Except you're just playing dress up basically? Because the girl, that's a dude.
Yeah. I had seen it.
Or that's a girl being a dude. That's her boyfriend, and then he's a dude being a girl. So it's like, you get
yeah. It's definitely...
Sorry. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. It's definitely what?
When I seen that,
I mean, to go to all that trouble just to date chicks anyway. I just, you know, what I'm saying? It's like,
I don't know. When I seen it, it just gave me 2022. I was like, yeah, this is 2022. Like, this is it's confusing and I don't know. It's like, because I don't know the community like that. It's like I'm just ignorant to it. Like, I just don't really know how that works. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? I don't know. But when I seen it, I definitely was confused because I was looking at the page and everybody was talking about it, and a lot of people like to fake it on the internet, because a lot of people, when they seen the pictures, there was like a lot of people saying that they were mad because Zaya Wade is hugging and kissing up on their boyfriend, or their significant other.
Yeah.
Because and so everybody's acting like that was the issue that they were having, but I didn't really see much people really questioning that topic. So I think that was their real issue. Like, Zaya Wade went through all this stuff, and now she's dating this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Right. I mean, beyond the confusion for me, and my thing with, you know,
I'm speechless. I don't know what the fuck to say.
So the thing with me is, like, I feel like once kids are involved with this thing, this whole, like, you know, I'm going to be trans, or I was born the wrong thing, so now I'm going to choose to be the right thing. The only way for them to prove that this is a thing, that they're doing it, and that they're real is then to have a significant other that they're doing this with. And I just feel like, because this kid can't be more than what, like 13, 14, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
yeah.
Something like that. I mean, it's like, dude, I feel like, at this age, there should be other shit you should be focused on other than bringing your significant other to Easter. You know what I mean? And showing the world that you're so far along in this transformation or whatever that you have your,
You worried about being a kid, like.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. But these days,
So Zaya Wade is 13.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? I knew she had
That's pretty young.
That's pretty fucking young to
That's
be
pretty
entangled
young.
in all this. Now, do you think Dwayne Wade as a parent is doing the right thing as far as
And that so that's the thing that everybody, and like I be seeing, like even like Boosie was snapping on D Wade because of
Right.
how he's handling the situation. But it's like, what else can he do? Remember, Dwayne Wade's in the public eye.
boom.
Thank you.
What else
Thank
could
you.
he do?
I was gonna say he
You
ain't
know
got
what I'm
no fucking choice.
Yeah, it's like, bro,
The
He ain't got no choice.
What people don't want to see is Dwayne Wade shun's daughter for being trans.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
exactly.
Man
So,
just became one of the owners of the Utah Jazz. He could lose everything the second he acts
Yeah.
like that's not okay in his own household. As
Well,
crazy as
I don't
that
think anyone in
sounds.
Utah would have a problem with him. Not giving a fuck about
for
that.
real, Utah out of all places.
Nah, I'm not talking
they
about
probably-
Utah, the place. I'm talking about the organization itself. Like,
Yeah, but
yeah.
because the
organization is full of Utah
second
people.
social media, the second organization, not the organization, second social media starts putting you on blast for shunning trans or whatever, you already know what's gonna happen, bro. They're gonna be like, oh well, the NBA is about everybody together, so we can't have him working in our organization. He's gonna lose his ownership. He would lose everything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not even
more
the
than
fact if
likely,
Utah care about it. It's just because of that public eye significance. Like, he would lose everything. So he has no choice.
And I'm not saying, because I'm not in Dwayne Wade's head, so I don't know where he really stands with this, but like, it's crazy for people to go out there and say, Dwayne Wade this, Dwayne Wade that, blah blah blah, you stupid, blah blah blah, or whatever. Like, when that man, if he came out in the opposite on the other stance of it, then that man would get super shunned. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
and maybe
but
even the same people saying Dwayne Wade this,
because it's like
they're gonna be the
then
same way.
You see right there with that, it's like, if that means like if you're in a certain position, and again, falls back to kind of that same shit that Kanye West was talking about. When you're in a certain position and you have kids it's like you're not even raising your kids. It's like America raising your kids, because you can't even say, "Yo, I don't want that." You know what I'm saying? Because look at Magic Johnson, right? His son is the biggest of whatever you want to call that shit. He's the biggest of it, and he
big fish.
Yeah, and it's like, it's got to be something when you're this super masculine man and you're known worldwide for playing this masculine sport, and you have a son that just wants to be everything but a son. You know what I mean? Like, just.
Well, I think I seen somewhere Magic Johnson. I think, I can't remember, but apparently when he got the news, or when it got broken to him by his son, or EJ, whatever his name is. I think that's his name, but
Junior, Urban Junior.
Yeah, Urban Junior. Yeah. Whenever he got the news, I guess Magic, you know what I'm saying, he took it hard. But
yeah, at first he didn't like it at first. He's said it many times. He had to get very used to it.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, I believe that's normal. I don't for anybody just to say, like, because even
forced to get used to it. Like, look, nigga,
but what else? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What else could he do? You know what I'm saying? Even if, whether you like it or not, or whether you understand it or not, it's like you're not gonna change these people's mind, or whoever is in the situation's mind. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't change Irvin Jr.'s mind. So
never.
Yeah. So it's like he has to find a way to cope with it or deal with it, no matter what, even if, you know what I'm saying, whether he like it or not.
Right. It's crazy. I mean, like, I can't help but think, like, when I look at those situations, like with Zaya and like with EJ Johnson, it's like I'd be thinking, like, what if it was Michael Jordan's son? Like, how would he? Because I don't see Michael Jordan taking this as lightly. if
That's a
these
good
were his
question.
sons.
That
I
is-
don't know what he would do. I don't know what he would do or what he would say.
You probably
You know what I
won't
mean?
hear.
But-
Probably won't. You probably wouldn't. I don't know. Hear nothing from him because Michael Jordan really don't. He'd be in the media, but I guess I don't know. Cause yeah, he's super public as well.
But all right, but boom. So you'll see like EJ Johnson and
Same
Magic
time though, he moved like a mob though, because you don't really see that nigga.
That's
except
what I
for
was about
Charlotte
to.
Hornets games.
That's what I was
when
about to
he
get
go.
to. But you still see him. Like it's weird.
Right, but do you think he would like how you'll see Magic Johnson walking around with EJ Johnson wearing a full blown dress and like some thong and shit like that? Like, do you think Michael Jordan?
Oh,
I don't see Michael Jordan walk around with his son like that. Like he might let him breathe, like do you, but I don't see him like.
but does Magic Johnson
I mean?
even do the same? Like I see a few pictures of Magic Johnson and Irvin Jr.
Nigga,
But
Magic Johnson be with that nigga. There's a picture I seen of him recently too, where he's like full blown woman now. He has like a whole haircut and everything like.
Yeah, he had makeup done and all that, and it was like on a red
Magic
carpet
Johnson be standing
somewhere.
right there next to him. No, it's my son EJ. I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. But like I said, it's like, how else can they take it? Like, they can't do nothing.
Yeah,
They
but
got no choice.
Either like they got no choice to just accept it in a way. Not necessarily accept it, but just deal with it.
Yeah, for sure. So do you think, what about in like, if you're not famous, like if you're a child, do you think, like, because like I feel like there's like like, okay, so for example, right, the way EJ Johnson is, it's like however you feel about that, right? He's an adult. He's a full blown adult.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If I'm an adult, honestly, and I have a child, and they're Zaya's age, and they want to do all of that, they would have to chill a little bit for me. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd have to chill at least until they got to like 18. Like I'm not walking around with you. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not gonna be like, I don't care what the public thinks or whatever. Once you turn 18, then it's like, boom, do full blown whatever you want to do. But as long as you're like still dependent on me, or I'm still taking care of you, I'm still responsible for you, I'm not gonna be funding or supporting this magical journey that you're taking into being fine. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, like, being a kid is obviously drastically different than being an adult. And if you remember being a kid, a lot of things are very temporary. You know what I'm saying? Or not just temporary, but sometimes when you're a kid, you might think you really understand something or know something, and you really don't. You know what I mean? Like, or you might think you know what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? But
your mindset's changing every year between 13 and 18.
It's like she's not even fully like in high school yet. And even when you're 17, 18 in high school, you're still fucking up.
And middle school is the most confusing period of any child's life. Middle school is when you really get put to the test to see which group you gonna fall in, how you gonna fall in line in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, middle school is where you really get tested. So to be 13 and have to make a decision like that, like, yo, I know I don't want to be a boy, nigga, you don't even know if you want cereal. Like, stop fucking playing. Like, stop playing.
I think.
And again, it's like confusion, because it's like, clearly, you said you want to be a girl, but clearly you're not trying to date real, like, straight up date dudes. You're obviously. You
can be a pansexual person who just dates anything and don't even realize it. So, like, why don't you do you while you still a boy? And then if you want to change yourself at 18, then I feel business. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, being in the public eye and having to raise your kids, and this is why I don't give anybody any like, hard time for raising their kids, even though they're someone in the public eye, for raising their family in private, like someone like J. Cole, or like, I've had a couple of people in mind, but it's totally like understandable to want to raise your kid in private, because then you can avoid situations like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. But
that's true.
Yeah. So, but I mean, like we said, not a lot of options for Dwayne Wade. Me personally, I don't know. In a lot of ways, unless he's a really good actor, I feel like he is okay with it, because from what I've seen, it seems like he's genuinely, supportive of that.
Yeah, I feel like regardless of however he felt when he first got the news, like now he's at a point where, like, he's like, okay, this is just what it is right now. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to just deal with it. Like, That's
Right.
that's what I feel like. Where I feel like he's at, because, I mean, you don't gotta love it. You don't have to love the idea of it,
Right.
but
Right.
you know what I'm saying. It's his child, so it's like what he's gonna like get rid of the child because of that? Like, I don't think so. So
Yeah. Makes sense.
No, man. Yeah. So shout out to the Wade family. Shout out to everybody going through their magical journeys.
you're
I hope you get to the other side.
Ride your magic carpet.
Or facts, to wherever it takes you. Anyway, let's go forward. Let's talk about some of the legal proceedings that's going on in the world right now. Some very interesting legal battles currently, and that's going to be coming up, I'm quite sure. But so let's talk about Pooh Shiesty. So rapper Pooh Shiesty was sentenced roughly 5.5 years in prison for his involvement in a shooting in Miami, I think back like last summer or some whatever it occurred. Now, there's really not much to talk about, with these guys, because I mean, I feel like the big argument here is, once these things happen and these guys are on the verge of going to jail or not, it's like, how much time? But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, you was involved in some shit. We already know how the police work. Once you've been involved in some shit, someone's gonna have to go to jail for some time. And Pooh Shiesty, I think he could have faced up to 8 years. I think he could have got.
Yeah.
10 years or some shit. Only got 5.5, which, if you understand how things work, more than likely he probably maybe will serve 2.5, 3 years of this sentence.
Yeah, that's what people saying. 2, 3.
Yeah, 2, 3 at most. So starting with Don, my question is, for as far as Pooh Shiesty got, or not as far as he got, whatever, in his career prior to being incarcerated, do you think 2, 3 years will damage whatever he's built so far, or do you think he could come back and jump right back in?
Ooh, I don't 2, 3 years. That's in the music business. That's a long time, especially nowadays. Before, so look at somebody like Boosie, right?
Right.
The same thing kind of happened to Boosie, but I feel like that was a different time period in a way, per se. You know what I mean?
And also, I think Gucci was a lot more accomplished by the time he got locked up.
And Gucci, Gucci was more accomplished. So if we're talking Gucci too, and it's also a different time period as well, with the Gucci situation. Right now, I mean, if you're not well established, and you stop making hits or stop making music, you can disappear in that realm real fast, because there's so much music, so much new stuff coming out, so much TikToks, reels, people using their music for TikTok reels, and so much new stuff coming out that 2, 3 years when you come out, you're really gonna have to start from scratch. You know what I mean? And
low key.
And to be real, when it comes to Gucci and Boosie, I feel like they were hot right when they came out, hot when in music. They were hot when they just came out, but right after that, it's kind of went downhill.
Yeah.
It wasn't really where I believe that they wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? Boosie.
Oddly enough, I think sometimes the prison shit messes shit up for niggas. Because if you look at Boosie, Boosie was he was well accomplished and popular, but then going to jail made him worldwide popular. You know what I'm saying, when he came out, and then he kind of fizzled out because nobody really wanted him or knew or cared about him for his music. They just were this is Boosie that was in jail and now he's out.
And that's the thing.
Right.
Something with that too is that because back then when Boosie had got locked up, you didn't see much big profile name rappers getting locked up like that. And jammed up for you know what I'm saying, time like that. Now it's every rapper getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's not gonna be, nobody's gonna go out there, because remember, Free Boosie was a thing that everybody said. You just be walking around and somebody just be like, Free Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Free Boosie. And Gucci too. Free Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, ain't nobody out there just yelling randomly saying free Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's definitely gonna affect him. I don't think when he gets out, I don't think he's gonna get back to where he was right before he
Even
got
now, I
locked
feel
up.
like I feel like his buzz has died down considerably in
Yeah,
the past
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
And
I was gonna say I feel like the only reason why he might have a sliver of a chance, it depends on we gonna see how much the streets love him or not. Like if he's really for the streets and really this thug nigga that this gangster rapper that he portrays to be, which is why he got himself caught up in the situations that he has that led him to even being incarcerated for the 5 years. Like I feel like this is we gonna see really how good is his street loyalty, because if the streets is good to him just as much as he's good to the streets, he'll be all right when he come out. You know what I'm saying? As long as he got the right team
I
around
don't know, man. I
him.
don't think
But
his success has anything
but
to do with the streets. When you look at concerts for guys like him, the whole audience is white kids, and
but see, the
white
only
kids
reason
do
why I
not.
say that though, the only reason why
White
I say
kids
that though,
don't care about jail time.
no, no, about, and it ain't even about white kids. That's what I'm saying. It ain't even about white kids. That's why I said like it's not a big chance for it to happen, but it has played in people's favor. You know what I'm saying? To be locked up and to have that buzz when you coming out, but it can also could be dangerous because if you do get a big buzz when you coming out, just off of the fact that you was locked up, you might not know what to do with it, which is kind of like what happened to Bobby Shmurda. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's just all over the place because niggas was expecting so much from him, and he can't even give niggas half of what we was expecting from him, to the point where now niggas don't really think about him much other than being somebody on Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. With that,
it
with
could be
Bobby
it
Shmurda's
could
tale is a whole different tale. I feel like Bobby Shmurda didn't really have that much talent to begin with, as far as
oh
actually
yeah,
being
that's
musically
facts.
talented. So
yeah, I know, but again, he was so good to the streets that the streets showed him so much love back that even though they knew Bobby was not a rapper, niggas was expecting him to come out and make more computers and more hot niggas. You know what I'm saying? But
That
he obviously can't do that.
that's the thing.
So that's what I'm
So
saying.
so
It depends on the relationship with the streets and how situated you are with your team when you get out. You know what I'm saying? If you really do got some shit
I'm gonna tell you with that.
like in the tuck.
Yeah, that makes sense. But like Jay said, so that Pooh Shiesty when he comes out, he gonna be like lit in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
There's a good
But
chance, yeah.
but not in the industry. Like
But not in the industry. Yeah, I
because
know that.
Boosie
I know that.
Boosie
I know
Boosie still
white kids and shit like that not gonna fuck with him.
yeah
He's gonna
yeah
have to
yeah.
probably be a mixtape rapper for a month, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Boosie's
the
hot.
streets is probably gonna fuck with him.
Boosie's hot in the streets. That's Boosie is like clinging. Like that's the only reason he's living right now. Living like with however he is or getting whatever bread. Like it's
but
because
Boozy,
of the streets.
Pooh Shiesty don't got like the diehard fan base that Boozy got at this point.
True,
You know what I'm
true,
saying?
true.
Boozy got people who have been on him since the early 2000s, like 2003, 2004. You get what I'm saying? Like Pooh Shiesty obviously don't
That's
have
true.
that, and
No, that's true. But you gotta understand, again, it goes back to my point of Pooh Shiesty being one of those rappers, if not the only rapper, who like really pushes that threshold of how gangster am I for you to believe that I'm a real gangster rapper with all the shit that he was getting into prior to him being locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see nobody else fucking flashing guns and flashing money like a real dumbass gangster nigga other than him. So that's what I'm saying. Some of that who
nigga, mad rappers. Look at that nigga Nardo Wick, Lil Durk, all them niggas, all the OTF niggas be flashing guns. You might not see Lil Baby himself flash a gun, but the niggas in his backgrounds be doing it. Dub
yeah, I know.
Baby has a gun in his hand every other week.
I'm talking about rappers themselves who was like going viral because he was going viral for doing gangster shit. Is what I'm saying, like doing some stupid like thug shit for no reason, like you know what I'm saying, like checking niggas or having like stacks of money, like you know when it's uncalled for, niggas taking money out his pocket and he's just like, man, fuck it, like stupid shit is what I'm trying to say, like you know what I'm saying, like certain shit like that niggas in the streets pay attention to and might amp him up just because like, oh, I know Pooh Shicey's a real nigga, you know what I'm saying, like some people have that stupid mentality. So it could go that way, but it, like you said, he doesn't have a diehard fan base, so it's not gonna be likely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's like it always seems like like niggas like that, they go to prison, and then like based off of street cred or doing street shit, and then when they come out, the streets don't keep them afloat because because like I said, like these niggas really, really, really don't be jacking is the fact that their real fan base that pays for stuff is like these white kids and like young kids that listen to this kind of music. Like, and once you lose their attention, that's it, because they'll go on to the next one.
Yeah, hype beast.
You know,
that's why I said it really depends on how things transition with him being locked up. Yeah,
facts. Yeah, so we definitely gonna see. There's a couple people in situations. What I will
that
say,
jail shit don't work for everybody.
It shouldn't work for nobody. You know,
it shouldn't. It be working though. I don't know what I'm saying. It's because just how
it's not work for anybody who, especially if you have not built a heavy enough of a fan base or shit to, like, Gucci Mane has even said 1,000 times, if it damn near wasn't for his girlfriend flipping that money from when he was out, he probably wouldn't even be as financially straight as he is when he got out. You get what I'm saying?
I believe that's
why I said it also depends on the team you got on the outside. You gotta have niggas working for you on the outside while you inside. A lot of niggas don't have that. That's very true. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't. Pooh, Shiesty, I feel like you were granted his situation 2 years. I don't really think that's light. If he could even do literally a solid 2 and get out, I feel like he good. You know what I'm saying? He might not. He's not going to be on the same wavelength, the level he at right now, but he's not going to be gone and forgotten. You get what I'm saying? I don't think, as long as he really could just polish 2 years, but it's definitely going to be a difference. And I don't know, like I said, it's weird to me that these people would get themselves into these situations after they've made it.
That's what I'm saying. This is like the new. That's the new mentality. Niggas feel like they have to get shot or locked up, and their reputation goes up. I don't know why niggas still think that's a thing.
Nowadays, I be thinking actually going out there and selling dope is safer than becoming a trap rapper. Like, that shit seem like it's the safer route. Like, let me go out there and sell this dope, because if I become a rapper, I'm gonna either go to prison or get shot up and killed. Like, it's like a definite.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It just depends on the crowd you attract, B. Yeah, that's why I don't talk about none of that bullshit. I talk about shit that niggas actually got going on. You know what I'm saying?
But like we've talked about before, though, it's like, we're coming to a point where it's like, it seems like all niggas want to hear is that kind of stuff. Like, every new rapper or every new artist is like a street trap rapper now.
Yeah, like, if you go down the hip hop playlist,
rapper, you're quote unquote drill rapper. Like,
every
single one, bro.
Yeah, you go down the hip hop playlist on Apple Music, that's all you're gonna get. I think it's like 1 or 2 records that will really stand out. That's a little different, but you know what I'm saying. Aside from when Kanye was on the hip hop charts and Drake. But
that's what you see what I'm saying. It's to the point where you have to be a nigga like Kanye or Drake or J. Cole to even matter.
I looked at it the other day. I'm like, bro, it's just trap or drill. I don't think drill's on there yet on the hip hop playlist. Like,
bro,
but just straight trap.
Bro, the most embarrassing thing, bro, is on Apple Music they have a New York playlist with all the rappers that are up and coming right now from New York or popping right now from New York. Just a straight playlist, literally all drill beats, bro. All drill beats.
And that's what
I hit shuffle to go work out, and I'm like, nah,
you can't even hit shuffle,
like, nigga. I can't even. I'm sitting there pressing next, and it's the same. Nah, next. Nah.
The irony of this is it's so crazy to me, because it's like, it's literally, it sounds super dramatic, but it's like literally sucking the creativity out of this art form, because it's like you don't, because like you just said, right, you'll listen to 5-6 drill songs in a row and they will all be the same shit. Like,
it'll sound like one long ass song.
All like one long. People would take one beat and they would just like the one.
And they just change up the sample in the background, keep the same kick and hat and all that.
I ain't gonna cap, bro.
Same song.
I ain't gonna cap, bro. Like when I be listening to drill, and I be feeling like, first of all, I'm still young, but I be feeling like we get old because I don't know the artists like that, the drill artists. And
there's too many. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But the thing is that it all blends, like, so.
It all blends, bro.
Like, I don't know whose song is K Flock's song, or whatever. That's the only one I really know. I'm trying to make examples, but that's the only one I really know.
It's like all aspects of this is like astonishing to me, because you like individually each of these artists will tell you and tell a camera and tell a radio station or a journalist what I'm doing is unique. You feel me? Like
Fuck not.
what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like you ain't gonna hear nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm really hustling right now because I got that unique sound. And it's like, bro, it's mind-boggling because it's like you realize the only reason why you even stepped in the booth to go record that shit is because you heard some other nigga record it just like that, and you saw how hype it got.
The only nigga that could say that.
The
only nigga that could say that is the one that's is R.I.P. to him, the one that's dead right now. Is Pop Smoke.
Oh man, Pop. Yeah, Pop. The only one
He
that
the only
really
one
had
could
it
be
like
like
that.
You could say he lucky enough to have been one of the first ones to really get popular of it, but
Word.
He didn't start drill music in New York. Not, you know what I'm saying? He was,
no, that's a fact. He didn't start it, but he was the only one that it was really like it really. Yeah, and it seemed like it was a movement, and then he wasn't only trying to just do that; he was trying to do different shit too. He just didn't get the chance to really experiment with it.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Like,
you know
I listen to like other drill rap, and if you listen to Pop Smoke's album, his like first one, it's like he did get kind of creative with it. You know what I'm saying? With the drill music. So like I don't know. Like I said, all the records they definitely do sound the same. Because that you can't really, with how they trying to do it, you can't really go outside of, you know what I'm saying, that, or it's not really going to be drill rap. I don't know.
And none of these drill rap songs is better than any London drill rap that ever came out, bro.
Yeah.
The only person competing with them niggas is Pop Smoke. And other than Pop Smoke, man, all these niggas need to just stop and leave the drill rap to the London rappers. They got it. Because I heard a random song on YouTube from a London drill rapper named Russ Millions. Shout out to him because I had to give props. Heard the song on accident, and I'm like, oh nah, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's because I feel like because they'll take the drill sound or a drill beat, but they'll expand on the subject matter of what they're talking about.
Right.
New York drill is literally niggas just talking about spinning the block on niggas, like
same shit every fucking time.
Spinning the block, I'll be with my shorty.
Same shit. My nigga did a drill song about fucking girls in the back seat and being a gallus. I was like, yo, this is fire. I'm like, yo, like, come on, like, why can't niggas do shit like this? And yeah, bro, I don't know why. They'll learn soon. Sooner than later, hopefully.
Shout out to drill rap. Just stop killing each other.
Facts.
And get locked up for no reason. Not no reason, but
with the drill scene. Moving on though, because we don't got that much time. But we're gonna talk about we were talking about court proceedings and arrests and stuff like that. And so ASAP Rocky was arrested. I think like what was this like a week ago now, maybe. And then he bailed out.
So I still haven't even heard what he was arrested for.
He was arrested because for his involvement in a shooting in November. So they're saying that he pulled the trigger, that he's a trigger man. And they actually just raided his house a couple of days ago and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I don't think this is a good look for him about to have a kid and stuff like that. I don't think this is A$AP Rocky's had a pretty long career, and it's amazing that he chose now to be gangster.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Let me shoot it today.
Like after this is when he's like, yeah, now I'm gonna do some gangster shit.
The fact that he's even in a situation to be incriminated for that is like wild. Like, even if he wanted it to go down, like the fact that he was even. I seen the reports and it's like I think they said it was like him and two other people. You know what I'm saying? Ran up on whoever they had an issue with and get shot at them or shot them in the leg.
And they don't have the motive down or anything like that yet. Just the fact that they believe he was the trigger man. That's crazy.
They don't got the motive. But yeah, it's definitely
that's crazy.
It's crazy. Like I said, like these people choose the most interesting times to want to go put themselves in. It's like they're like, I don't have enough to lose yet. I gotta build up.
Like, you about to have a baby by Rihanna, and like you're in the headlines like crazy. Like and has ASAP. I think he has a record out right now or not? He hasn't really dropped any records.
He's getting a lot of features here and there. So
features,
he's probably featured on something.
I just seen features. But as for dropping records himself, he's not. And he's still he's still in the headlines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got a song out right now with somebody named Snot. I think it is called.
Oh yeah, Snot's from Palm Beach. But anyway,
yeah, that shit hard.
I ain't here yet. I just seen it. I seen it on. That's why I remember the A$AP Rocky. I did see that and I was like, oh shit, he got a song with Snot. But anyway, yeah. So he's in the headlines, and then you know what I'm saying. This happened. he was like floating off of just not dropping any music besides features and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? This man is getting incriminated for shooting somebody. That's wild, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that is definitely wild.
Yeah, and I mean, legally, I'm pretty sure, hopefully he can get out the situation. But I feel like, if depending on how much evidence they have that he actually did this.
That's gonna suck if he get locked up, man. For like, locked up for it, or is he out? Did he bail out or
yeah, he bailed out.
He bailed out.
But I mean, like I said, they just raided his house either today or yesterday or something. So,
well, I'm pretty sure that.
They found some interesting things in there.
Oh, you think they found something? I would hope that there's nothing that they'd find in there. Like whatever he used to shoot the dude with probably got tossed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that got tossed. But
well, I mean,
there's a lot of idiots out there nowadays.
Listen, if he get caught up, nigga, Rihanna gonna be the baddest baby mama alive.
Yeah. but even if I feel like, I don't think he won't get no years or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Because nobody
probably
died.
Not.
For assault. What do you call it?
Attempted.
Attempt.
Don't you get more for attempted?
It's not even attempted murder. It's more of just assault with a deadly weapon. Because if I think the dude got shot in his leg, so
yeah.
He shot him below the waist.
Yeah, something like that. So he'll get a assault with a deadly weapon, maybe.
So I always think of that Dave Chappelle skit where he was like, he shot him below the waist, so it's not attempted murder.
Not attempted murder. I wanted to kill you. I would aim for that. I would have aimed higher. It's funny how that works.
Right.
You really have fucked up aim, and like
yeah, right.
You got lucky, nigga. You shot him in the leg.
Facts. Boom. But yeah, so that's what's going on with A$AP Rocky. We're gonna keep an eye on that. See how that turns out. So moving on, though, we're going to talk about this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation. So this to me is one of the most interesting pieces of news that has happened. So if you're familiar with Johnny Depp, you obviously know who Johnny Depp is. If you're not familiar with Amber Heard is his girlfriend who you've probably seen in movies like Pineapple Express and Aquaman and whatever else she was in. So the easiest way to explain the situation, if you don't understand it, is so Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were married for a period of time between like 2008 to 2015 or something like that. And they broke up in around 2016. Right after 2016, when they broke up, Amber Heard went to England and wrote like an op-ed piece for a very popular newspaper, basically talking about the relationship and saying that she was physically and sexually abused and mentally abused the whole time. And okay, that's weird. And anyway, that she was abused the whole time. And basically about Johnny Depp, and use his name obviously, and So Johnny Depp now, after that, I don't know, you may or may not have noticed, his career hasn't really been too up there since 2016. If you really pay attention, he was in Harry Potter, Grindelwald, crimes and whatever, blah blah blah.
Grindelwald, yeah.
He got fired from that. It slowed down or basically put to a halt the production plans for the next Pirates of the Caribbean. And since then, he just hasn't really had any good work. And it's also because most people at the time, specifically, believed Amber Heard's op-ed piece that she wrote. So him and his team, legal team, obviously decided sometime between 2017 and now that he was going to sue her for defamation of character, and it's working. And so right now he's basically in court fighting for his name. You know what I'm saying? And he's suing her, and the court sessions have been live. And I would, like as usual, I would suggest anybody watch them because you can watch them on YouTube Monday to Friday.
Word.
He took the stand most of last week, so I feel like this week is going to be her taking the stand and getting like cross-examined and stuff like that. And a lot of interesting things, man. A lot of interesting things have been coming to light in the courtroom as far as like videos and pictures, audio, audio recordings and stuff like that no one knew about and stuff like that. And I will say it's obviously going in Johnny Depp's favor because Amber Heard, is becoming more and more evident that she falsified a lot of these claims, that she just made them up just to kind of put down his character.
That's
And
crazy.
yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. But I don't really have any questions about it or nothing like that. If you guys have anything you want to say or ask, but I think what's important about it is that, whether you're um whether you're a man or a woman or whatever, or whatever you are, whatever you're interested in, if you're in a situation where someone is is lying basically about things that occurred during a relationship with them, you have the right to fight back. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you knew that you actually were not guilty of these things that you're being accused of. And I think a lot of the times that's what happens, especially for men, you know what I'm saying, that we don't, granted, Johnny, not everyone's going to have the money or, outlets to, to do what Johnny Depp is doing right now.
Like a crazy
But
lawsuit.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? But it is a good lesson in that, regardless of what's going to come out, because there's embarrassing stuff for Johnny Depp in all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you watch this shit, there's a lot of stuff that's coming out that I'm sure he would have preferred stayed private, but for the greater good of what he's trying to do, he understands, like this is what needs to be done. And I don't know, I just think, it's an amazing thing that he's doing it, because I can only imagine the amount of other actors, actresses, whoever who's been going through stuff like this, and they just kind of just take it in, and because Johnny Depp technically, which I'm pretty sure he hasn't been amazing with his money, but I'm sure the nigga's good. He technically, I'm sure, does not have to really do another movie for the rest of his life as far as financially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Could just have taken this Amber Heard thing as it is and just said, all right, whatever, I'm out the game. You know what I mean? But he didn't. He said, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna, I have kids, I have a family and stuff like that, and it's important that everyone knows that I'm not the person that this person is trying to paint me out to be. So
Right.
That's crazy.
yeah, I just think it's an interesting situation, and I think it's something everyone, if you get a chance, or if you even know Johnny Depp, or if you're a fan of him at all, it's interesting to see the court proceedings and how a situation like this plays out in court. You know what I mean?
What's eating Amber Heard? What's that supposed to mean? Did that got something to do with the court case?
I don't know. Whoever this movie mix up subscriber, Steve,
Oh no, he's saying he
made a
just
recap
made a
video of the
recap
trial.
video of the trial. What's
Gotcha.
eating Amber Heard? Oh, okay, say that. Yeah, we'll definitely check
definitely
that
a good
out.
idea for anyone to go check that out.
And shout out to Mix Up. He say he's from the UK too. Shout out to you,
Word,
dog.
word,
Sure,
word.
shout out to whole
But
UK.
but
Okay.
definitely, I could see them definitely making a Lifetime movie out of this situation, because from the things, I don't know too much about the situation. I'm gonna check that recap out. Maybe I'll get some insight on it. But like from the little
Well, I'll give you some short,
detail. Go ahead.
small things that. So, Amber Heard at one point defecated, which obviously means took a shit inside of their bed, and yeah,
Yo,
and all the
what?
pictures and everything were brought up in court, and he had to explain that whole situation.
Who took the pictures?
Amber Heard
He took the pictures.
also was fucking James Franco in the same complex that she lived in with Johnny Depp, and they have video of her and James Franco getting inside of an elevator together.
No.
Amber Heard also threw a glass vodka and chipped off about a good quarter of Johnny Depp's index finger down to the bone. Ended up in the hospital for that, which is interesting that this is the person who wrote an op-ed piece saying that they were physically abused when, like I said, was coming out in court.
She was the one physically abusing him, man.
She was clearly.
I see when I was reading this shit, I was like, what?
That's
like, you're
insane.
clearly abusing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just a few of the. And again, these are people who are famous, so there's so much, because there's so much other people involved, between text messages of Johnny Depp sending text messages to people like Marilyn Manson and other friends of his that knew him and Amber Heard throughout the years, and I don't know, it's just it's crazy. It's a lot of crazy stuff, and and when the court is funny, because it's like you have to have both sides of it.
Yeah.
And when you're on the defense, it's important that you literally have a defense, because if you don't, your lawyers are just left to kind of aimlessly pull shit out their ass, for lack of a better term. And right now, because they don't have any real solid evidence or whatever against Johnny Depp, their main defense is trying to prove that he basically is an alcoholic or a druggie. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah,
Oh,
and so
yeah.
what they basically been just putting up in court is pictures of weed and coke and stuff like that, so that he's done, which he's been very open about, and so it's just not a great defense, and this is looking like it's not going to go in her favor. There's a whole
Yeah,
jury,
word.
and the jury's obviously in Johnny Depp's favor. So
Word. And Rachel just added and said that she apparently had kept the money that she told Johnny she would give to charity that Johnny had gave
yeah,
her or whatever
a
too.
lot of
So
situations like
I
that.
remember I heard about that.
He
Yeah.
was like, the man had like fucking like 10 different penthouses that he was just putting all her friends up in. They just had them living in there free of rent, stuff like that. Like,
nigga was married to the devil.
Crazy stuff. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And then not for nothing, she is like 20 something years younger than him, because I think he's 50 something, she's 35, something like that.
Got you.
So the
No
age difference.
35-year-old woman should be acting like that though.
Yeah, fact. She's still grown as shit.
Word. She was like 23. You know what I'm saying? She had the hots. She was young.
Which about when started dating, she was that age. Like, she was like 22, 23 or whatever, but she obviously is older now.
Got comfortable in that mentality then. God damn.
For sure, yeah.
God damn.
So, but yeah, so definitely gonna keep up with that. I don't know, I forget when the trial ends exactly, but I know this. I think this week, the whole entire week, Amber Heard will be on the stand, which I'm pretty sure will be pretty interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Yeah,
we'll keep monitoring that one.
Yeah, definitely gonna keep monitoring that. All right, so now let's talk about another, what I'm sure is soon to be a legal problem. Mike Tyson's, maybe not, maybe he doesn't even have to see a courtroom for this, but Mike Tyson recently was on a JetBlue flight and was being heckled, to say the least, by a passenger who was sitting directly behind him, which I can only imagine how annoying that was. Mike Tyson, I don't fucking know Mike Tyson, obviously, but I would, in my life, would probably bet my life that Mike Tyson would whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you bothered him a little bit too much, particularly on a plane or something like that, where he probably was not in the mood to even be bothered in the first place. And this, I don't know, which is why this video is so weird to me, because I feel like either this young man knew what he was aiming for, like he was.
His face was hilarious, bro.
Like, I feel like either he knew what was coming up and he just wanted to, to test the waters with that, or he's such an idiot that he literally thought Mike Tyson was not gonna do anything.
I think he was. I think he really thought Mike Tyson wasn't gonna do shit.
You think? I don't. Yeah.
Because you know why? Because some people have the mentality like, oh, he's a professional boxer, which means legally he's not supposed to hit me. But that don't mean the nigga won't fucking hit you. You know what I'm saying? If you provoke him enough, like,
you never know, man.
But that's people's mentality though with boxers, because I see people do it to local boxers all the time. They're like, yeah, man, I say what the fuck I want to that nigga. He can't hit me. He hit me, I sue him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Because they're like, oh, like when you get past a certain like training, I guess like your fists are like
legally a weapon.
Yeah, like like a legal like an illegal weapon basically. So you can't even like use the shit outside the ring. So that's people's always first mentality.
Mike Tyson should have hit his ass harder, boy, and kept going, because you already know he gonna have to kick up some bread for this one, or he gonna get sued for this one. I don't know how legally, but yeah, somebody put who's that? Natalie. Somebody put that was on purpose. That's what, when I seen it, that's what I was thinking. Like, oh shit, this is Mike Tyson. Let me rile him up, get hit, and get a check. That was the first thing that I was thinking. I think his mind was
that too,
check, bro. You know what I'm saying? Too. Because like he
knows
that
how much money is worth a right hook from Mike Tyson.
Right, I mean,
nigga, a Billy.
But the thing is, if it, I wonder if it goes to court and they see that with a judge or the jury or whatever, would they be like, yo, you like was really antagonizing, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But then again, I don't know with the legalities. Maybe even if he was antagonizing him, Mike Tyson still may lose that case. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I don't know. Do something. Man. That's crazy. I don't know, but I definitely think it
depends,
was my man saw payday coming and said, "Let's go."
But that's the one thing I start to feel bad for when it comes to like sports athletes in general, especially when it comes to like I've been noticing a lot now with like basketball games, bro. Like the heckling is getting very disrespectful.
Yeah, I seen like some ladies like running out into the in Memphis last night.
That's different. That's different. That's different. There's like some protests going on in Memphis, and niggas is and like there's been like women randomly running onto the court trying to protest whatever it is they're trying to protest about.
Basketball?
No, it's some stupid.
It has nothing to do with basketball. Is the crazy part.
I think it got something to do with animals.
It's something to do with animals or some shit. Yeah, it's like something to do with animals. But it's like, bro, it has nothing to do with basketball. What are y'all doing? Like, I thought they only did shit like that on That's So Raven. But anyway, like for real, but for real though, I feel like there is like they're saying like it's all for clout, bro. Like people be heckling these athletes and doing whatever the fuck and saying whatever the fuck they want to these athletes because half the time they know for a fact that they're gonna get on fucking social media and they're like, oh yeah, you gonna see me on Shade Room or you gonna see me here, see me there. Like at just the fucking Yankee game the other day, or I think it was either today or yesterday, fucking like people in the Yankee stands is throwing beer cans at the fucking outfielder. Like nigga, what are y'all doing? like nigga, and the game not even over yet. Wasn't Boston, I know that.
Oh. If it was Boston, I was gonna know.
Yeah, if it was Boston, they'd be like, I understand because that rivalry run deep. But it wasn't Boston, and the game wasn't even over yet. You know what I'm saying? And I understand people want to amp it up. Oh, well, that shows you New York niggas ain't pussy. No,
it was losing.
People are dumb. That ain't the point. Honestly, I don't know. It was a highlight. I don't know.
Oh,
but like the game not over, and you cursing, and it's one thing to like talk shit to a player because they on your home court or whatever for your team that you there supporting, but the second you start saying shit that if a nigga was to turn around and box the shit out of you, he can't be wrong. Don't sit there and want to, I'm about to sue you now. Nah, bro, you deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look at Kyrie. Kyrie, he can't even put up middle fingers no more to Boston.
Yeah. I think right. Nigga, I fined $50K for giving niggas the middle finger when they was talking to him crazy.
Boston is so shitty and racist, and I get why he doesn't why he don't fuck with them. But I feel like at the moment, seeing as how they damn near getting sweeped, he should just kind of like let them, let them vibe.
Just let them have it.
Because you like. It'd be one thing if you was beating them where it counts and they was talking shit, you know what I'm saying? But they sweeping y'all. So it's like, let them talk their shit because y'all niggas not saying nothing.
Yeah, he can't stick no more middle fingers up now. But back on the Mike Tyson shit,
right?
I think from seeing the dude, he looked a little throwed. Like, so I'm thinking he started getting himself throwed.
He was definitely throwed.
Yeah, he was getting himself throwed because he knew what he was about to do. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And just like Rachel said, like she thinks it's for clout. Like it could be for clout because somebody was filming him. They probably homeboys. And at the end of it, the dude was like, "Oh, Mike Tyson punched him in his face. I don't know. I think he just asked him for an autograph." You know what I mean?
Which clearly was not with us.
Yeah.
Not what the fuck happened.
This is why that part of the video made no damn sense.
Yeah, it made no sense. That's what I'm saying. My man was talking about some fuck your boss, fuck my boss, fuck this boss. My man was going in.
Both are antagonizing this man for like a good 10 minutes, and then I don't know what happened.
Like, I don't know what happened. He was trying to get out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it could have been just strictly for clout. People do everything for clout, like real deal. Like it could have strictly been for clout.
Yeah, man. So I don't know.
Niggas is dumb.
I just don't see myself getting knocked out by Mike Tyson for clout, but
that part.
Hopefully we'll keep up and see what happens. I hope Mike doesn't have to end up, forking out a lot of money or going to court
Facts.
For this because, I don't think he was in the wrong. Moving on because we don't got that much time. Last thing that we'll talk about real quick. So Tekashi 6ix9ine, and maybe we're doing the wrong thing by even talking about this. Because maybe this is exactly.
Don't even say the nigga name.
Yeah, maybe this is exactly how this man gets.
Man, I ain't gonna cap, bro.
This
is a hot take, but I fucking like this guy, man. Just because he's so freaking entertaining. Like it's like just when you listen to this nigga talk, bro, this nigga is entertaining. I cannot cap. You cannot cap watching this nigga, bro. No matter how much you dislike what he does or says, bro, this nigga's an entertaining motherfucker, bro.
I don't like hearing that nigga talk, bro. That nigga say something different every time
And that's
I hear
the
him
thing.
talk.
Like, I was watching his little thing the other day with him and his homeboys on. I guess they were on Whack 100
Academics.
show or whatever.
Oh yeah, with Whack. Whack's
And,
entertaining too. They all just some trolls, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
Bro. And that's when and I'm like, as much as you you hate to even hear this or listen to this kid or see him, it's like you're like, what if he really has all this under control? You get what I'm saying? Like, what if this is all? Because you know what I think he realized in this little this hiatus that he has taken where he hasn't been popular. He's like, what got me popular anyway? It wasn't music.
It wasn't.
It's
Nah,
like,
not at all.
being good at music is not what got me popular.
Not at
It
all.
was just trolling and being a jackass.
Exactly.
So that's what I need to say. I think what he realized in his head is like, yo, I've been taking me too seriously. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm starting to think I'm a real musician. That's not what I am. I'm a clown.
Mhm.
And yeah, I don't know. I don't see him working his way back to where he was back in like 2018.
Nah. But he's definitely gonna troll and he's gonna stay. He's gonna pull the Whack just like Whack 100, right? I don't know Whack 100's background, but he's supposed to be like an OG, some super gangster. And bro, Whack 100 has turned into the major troll, bro. Like that man be saying some off the wall stupid stuff, and like his name's always popping and stuff like that. And right now he's always with 6ix9ine, always with academics. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they figured out a way for them to get a check and to keep these people entertained. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So I guess my question to you guys was like, what do you think that he do you think it's possible? Like, do you think a comeback for him is like absolutely possible, or do you think that he's wasting his time?
So with 6ix9ine,
I think he's wasting his goddamn time.
You think he's wasting with 6ix9ine? I think that if he like goes crazy like on a troll run and continues doing like these, he did the podcast with Ak, and I don't know how much millions of views it got, but I don't know if he even got.
It don't got millions yet. I was just looking at it. It ain't even hit an M yet.
All right.
What? The one he just dropped?
The one he just dropped, it didn't even hit an M yet, and that shows you niggas ain't really checking for him.
Yeah. I think if he stays on that route, he not gonna pop like he did in 2018, but he gonna do a little something.
He gonna be doing enough.
He gonna stay relevant.
And I agree, and let me tell you why. Because the people who's gonna keep him relevant enough is the immature motherfuckers and the young niggas. Because the only time I hear a 6ix9ine song play, bro, and that was from when he was popping up until even now, is if it's like the one out of like 20th person I've seen for the day around our age that for some reason just fucks with this nigga. I don't know why I run into them on occasion. Or when I was working at the Y, or like when I'm working around kids or whatever, bro, 14, 15 and younger. Oh, especially if they're in middle school. Oh, they love this nigga, bro. I don't know why, but they love this nigga.
I just said
they
it,
love
niggas,
maturity.
not even
because and that's because he has the he talk like a young nigga, like a hot young nigga, and then he's instigating and doing all this dramatic shit, and that's feeding into what these little niggas that think they know what life is. That's exactly what they want. So they gonna be the ones to keep him relevant. Because I seen his new video that he dropped. That shit only did like 15 M's. And I say only because his other videos got hundreds of M's.
Don't
and
go off
15
of that.
M's
That man, he uses them.
Yeah, he be
tweaking that motherfucker like crazy. All his shit. If you go down his
when
comments,
that dropped? When did that video drop?
Huh?
It dropped like 10 days ago.
I don't think that shit got 15 mil in 10 days. I feel
Nah, I don't think so, because 2 days ago it said 14.
Yeah. His numbers are definitely capped.
So,
but like I said, I'm gonna stand too. Like, he's an entertaining ass troll to me, bro. Like, when I be dying laughing whenever I be listening to his whenever he be talking with Ak and Whack 100 and all of them.
Nigga, the only shit that had me laughing when that last one is when his man's is like, oh,
this the only rap we jacking.
You heard this the first. This the first rap we jacked. Like what?
Yeah, this the first rat we jacking. You heard? Like he said it straight up.
Where did he find these niggas? Like,
Bro,
I'm telling you.
Yo, Don, you find it funny, but niggas in New York do not find that shit funny, bro.
Yeah, because they take
day
it too serious. That's why. They take.
Hold on. No, the day that interview dropped, my nigga, everybody on my fucking timeline posted in their story that clip when he said that shit. And they like, yo, Brooklyn looking bad right now. Nobody better claim Brooklyn. Brooklyn looking bad right now. And you know, I know Brooklyn was looking bad, bro, because all of my Brooklyn niggas went silent since that day. My nigga. I ain't heard from them niggas since. That's how I know Brooklyn looking bad now because of this nigga.
They take him too serious. That's why. And like I don't know. Like he's not the mayor or the poster boy of Brooklyn. He just saying it. Like,
he not, but
just saying he is.
He not, but see the thing is like because motherfuckers feed into social media so much, it's the people outside of New York. That's the issue because you got niggas outside of New York that see it and they like, oh, word. So this is how niggas in New York give it up. This is niggas from Brooklyn. This is how niggas from Brooklyn be moving. There's niggas in Brooklyn that be snitching. There's niggas that's thinking like that now. You feel me?
Because it's because of
social media.
Yeah,
bro.
because
and
of social
playing into that shit.
Exactly because it's social media. And
so we gotta take it seriously, bro. As New Yorkers, we gotta take that shit seriously, B. Because then you go outside of New York, bro. Niggas really think we listen to this nigga, bro. You go outside of New York, niggas really think we be bumping this nigga, bro. Niggas really think we bump 6ix9ine. I had to check niggas, bro. Niggas from OT came to New York and tried to play this nigga. I'm like, nah, bro, don't play that nigga around here, bro. You will get shot, bro.
Niggas from where?
I don't remember where they was from. They was from OT. I was saying they're out of towners. They was from out of town. But they was visiting them from New York, come to the stool, whatever. And niggas try to bump in 6ix9ine. When they tell these niggas like, yo, nah, you don't do that unless you plan to die. Nigga, don't do that shit. And, I thought this was y'all mans. Nah.
How do y'all niggas listen to this nigga's music? Like, what's the? I'd have to ask them like why they listen to this shit. Like, what's the appeal?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Gritty. Niggas love the hype, the drill, you know, anything in that realm.
I wouldn't even think that right now.
That's what niggas want.
I wouldn't even think that back in 2018 or whenever he was hot. Like I can understand then before.
Yeah. I don't know what he making now. I ain't heard shit, and I'm ignoring it.
But yeah, like I said, that man's forever gonna be a troll, and whoever gets like hype like that, like you said, nobody in New York is listening or nobody in Brooklyn like this. Man, he's not the poster boy of Brooklyn. He's just saying it. All this shit is straight entertainment. People are feeding into it just like how they were before. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, not as much people, but people are gonna feed into it. That's a fact. Just for social media purposes.
Like I said, he an entertaining ass troll. That's all he do is troll.
Yeah. His new home is YouTube. That's all he gonna be good for. You gonna see that nigga on the strip in Miami, talking to niggas with a microphone pretty soon.
Funny, yeah, facts. Funny enough though, like I said, bro, I wasn't a part of whoever he snitched on, so I could give two fucks on what he did when it came to snitching. So watching him, like I honestly, the way he getting his bread right now, I don't give a fuck. I can honestly respect it. Go in there and troll your ass off. Dude,
yeah, it ain't the snitching for me. It's the false claiming for me.
Oh,
he false claimed a lot of shit. Like, as far as him being blood or have blood for this, whatever, that's one thing. But all the shit he was claiming before that wasn't valid. Nigga got me checked. Nigga got me checked by one of my Brooklyn homies. That's how much he was jacking some dumb shit he wasn't supposed to be jacking.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know none of that shit, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like that nigga, yeah, bro. That's why a lot of people ain't paying him no mind.
Facts, man. But yeah, so we're gonna leave that at that. We gonna definitely see what's going on with 6ix9ine. I'm sure this is the beginning of his new
career.
He's got fucking planned.
Yeah.
He
gonna go on a troll tour.
New troll tour or whatever.
Facts. The first trolling comedian.
I don't got much else. I don't know if you guys got anything. Shout out to everybody that was in the group chat.
Facts. Shout out to everybody who
Word.
jumped in.
People that we never really seen before that popped up. Shout out to Nadlin. Shout out to Rachel, of course. Steven, I seen Kira. Yup.
Mix up, Steve.
Shout out to everybody that was in the room today.
Yeah.
Definitely had a little nice discussion. Y'all got anything? Anything y'all want to say?
Nah, I'm
Anything you
good.
wanna
I
add?
know Clay, you gotta
Oh yeah, y'all.
drop
Yeah,
that
you already
album.
know, man. New singles out, man. New single, Hati, done know, man. It's on everywhere. Only thing it's not out right now on, I think, is Tidal and Apple Music, and that's because TuneCore had me going through some extra fucking confirmation with the licensing of the beat and shit like that. So it's out everywhere, including Instagram and TikTok. So get your reels and videos on. But it will be out on Apple Music and Tidal. Hopefully, I'm hoping for tomorrow because it's out everywhere on Spotify, Amazon Music. You know what I'm saying? You can find that shit everywhere else. YouTube. And the music video soon come too. So Hati, you don't know.
Word. Y'all stay
Facts,
tuned
facts.
and look out for when we dropping the next, when we getting on live next. So y'all just stay tuned, get on the Instagram, and we lit, man.
Yeah.
Facts.